The city of Belltown was a tapestry of shadows woven into the streets, where the night came alive with the sounds of distant sirens and the hum of neon signs flickering to life. It was here, amid the clamor and confusion, that a young boy named Max Murphy found himself navigating the labyrinthine alleys after sundown. Max was new to the city, having arrived with nothing more than a knapsack and a letter from a father he barely remembered. The letter mentioned a man named Jack Aldridge, a private investigator with ties to the deepest layers of Belltown's underbelly. Max's investigation into his father's past led him to this gritty, rain-soaked place. The office of Jack Aldridge was a nondescript door, sandwiched between a pawn shop and a greasy spoon diner, the kind of establishment that seemed to absorb secrets through its unwashed windows. Max lingered outside for a moment, steeling himself against the biting wind and the uncertainty of what lay ahead. Inside, the office was a cluttered mess of papers, files, and the faint smell of stale coffee. Light from a stained lamp cast long shadows across the room. Jack Aldridge sat behind a battered desk, his sharp eyes sizing up Max with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. "What brings a young kid like you to this part of town?" Jack asked, leaning back in his chair as he reached for his cigarette case. Max placed his father's letter on the desk, its creases showing signs of nervous hands. "My father sent me," he said, overriding his instinct to retreat. "He thought you could help me find something he left behind, something valuable." Jack's eyes narrowed, tracing the faded ink on the page. "Valuable, huh?" he mused. "In this city, value has a way of disappearing, just like people do." It didn't take long for Jack to agree to take Max under his wing. After all, tales of mysterious treasures were as irresistible as the lure of the city's flashing lights. As they delved into the murky depths of Belltown, they uncovered a trail that wound through speakeasies, seedy docks, and abandoned warehouses, each stop revealing a piece of the elusive puzzle. Their investigation led them to the heart of Belltown's criminal network, a place where power exchanged hands in the shadows and alliances shifted like smoke. Max and Jack's journey became a tangled web of deceit, each strand leading them closer to the truth, buried beneath layers of deceit and danger. A city where everyone seemed to wear a disguise of their own making. As Max and Jack delved deeper into Belltown's murky underworld, they soon realized that the truth was guarded by some of the city's most dangerous figures. Their search led them to an old warehouse by the docks, a forgotten place whispering of lost fortunes and broken promises. Inside, the dim glow of halogen lamps barely pierced the thick air. The scent of salt and decay ran through the place. They navigated through stacks of abandoned crates, the faint echo of water splashing against the rafters, keeping them on edge. Amid the dust and shadows, Max's sharp eyes caught sight of a wooden crate marked with a familiar symbol, a falcon, just like the one described in the stories his father used to tell him. It was nestled in a corner, seemingly forgotten by time. With Jack's help, they pried it open, revealing a neatly wrapped bundle. Inside lay a small, intricately carved statuette, a falcon, glinting with an otherworldly allure. Just as they uncovered the figure, footsteps echoed through the empty expanse of the warehouse, growing closer. Max's heart pounded in synchrony with the approaching danger. Jack turned, his hand instinctively reaching for the reassuring weight of the revolver he always carried. From the shadows emerged a tall man in a crisp suit, his expression devoid of warmth, flanked by two henchmen. "You've got something that doesn't belong to you," the man said, his voice like ice cutting through the air. Jack stepped forward, shielding Max with a calm that concealed his readiness for action. "We're just here to uncover some truths, not to make enemies," he replied, positioning himself between Max and the intruders. The standoff seemed to stretch infinitely until Max, summoning the courage that had brought him this far, spoke up. "This belongs to my father," he said, his voice clear and unwavering. He held up the figurine, its mystery alluring even in the tense moment. "And I think you know it." A flicker of recognition crossed the man's eyes, an acknowledgement of an old debt in a city where forgotten agreements were currency. With a nod, he motioned to his men, and they stepped back. "Belltown doesn't hold on to its treasures easily, kid," the man uttered reluctantly but with an edge of respect. "It seems you found something more valuable than that figurine, the truth behind it." As the intruders exited, leaving them alone once more with the falcon, the warehouse seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Max looked at Jack, whose approving nod said more than words ever could. Together, Max and Jack walked out into the crisp night air. They had uncovered a connection that transcended the tangible statuette, a link to Max's past and a testament to the resilience of truth amidst deceptions. As they left Belltown behind, the weight of the statuette seemed lighter in Max's grasp, a promise of new beginnings carved from the darkest shadows of the city.